I gotta fix this. Hey, that was really cute. I know. Hey everybody, it's me, Johnny. K 2255. Sorry if you could hear that. That's my cat. He just woke up. It's storming outside. So I thought I'd make a video because I went to the movies today and I saw San Andreas. I think that's how you say it, or San Andreas or something. I think it's San Andreas. So I'm gonna say it like that. So I'm sorry if that's not how you pronounce it, but I thought I'd do a little quick movie review because I haven't really done one of those in forever, and it's just like I want to talk about the movie. So here's my movie tickets. Let's see. Proof. I went and saw this. I wanted to see it in 3D, but my dad, my mom and my dad don't like 3D, so couldn't. But, and just because I'm a total dork and I love Jurassic Park, when you get a large cup, you get a Jurassic Park cup. So I kept my cup because it's Jurassic Park. See that asshole mouth? It's like, wow. And the trailer popped up again in the thing, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. But I just want to talk about the movie. If you have not, you should go see it. Then again, whenever I go see a movie and I make a review, I always say that. But I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it had really, really good special effects. The acting was pretty good. I mean, some of the characters, it was like, their acting was iffy, but other than that, you could, if this was in a real life situation, you'd be able to, like, feel their pain because, like, most of it was pretty good and, like, dramatic and serious. It is a disaster movie, so you can't really expect, like, oh my god, like, this is what happens. It's a typical disaster movie where it just, something bad's happening, and then someone gets split up, and they have to go find each other, and disaster's happening, which is what happened. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and his ex-wife, forget her name, their daughter, Grace. What am I saying? It's not Grace. I think it was Blake. I'm bad with names, but she's in San Francisco, and I think they're in Los Angeles or Las Vegas, and the earthquakes start happening, and they have to, like, they're trying to find her because The Rock, he works with the rescue team for, like, the fire, and he works with the helicopters, and, like, in the beginning of the movie, it's, like, him working with the helicopters and stuff, but then, like, quarter into the movie, the helicopter breaks, and they have to figure out another way to get to her. But, like, throughout the movie, it's like an earthquake happens, but whenever that earthquake happens, there's always little aftershocks, and then it goes back to these people that are, like, I forget what the term's called. They, like, measure the earthquakes and stuff, but they're like, this was not the end. We still have another big one. That was a 8 point something. We're expecting a 9.1. And then it's like the whole San Andreas fault is, like, acting up the whole fault. And then towards, like, 3/4 of the movie, you realize, like, the whole San Andreas fault, like, split. And it's, like, not this big. It's, like, maybe, like, 100 feet. And that's 100 feet. And it's just the whole thing because, like, I guess that split and the plates were messing up. And then, so that leads to, like, bigger earthquakes. And then towards the end of it, after the biggest earthquake, the biggest one that was recorded in history, a tsunami happens, and a tsunami goes through, where is it? I'm not good with names. Leave a comment down below of the part where that big bridge is, California. I think it's the Golden Gate Bridge. I think that's what it's called. But it goes through there, and they have to, like, throw on the little boats, and they have to go, like, up the tsunami before it crashes, and when it does crash, it's, like, for everything, and then that leads to another problem, because the girl and 2 other characters get stuck in one of the buildings, and the dad has to do the typical, like, macho, like, oh, I'm gonna save my daughter no matter what, and they do the usual, Dad, I'm stuck, I'm drowning, I'm gonna die. Drowns but doesn't die. This does have spoilers, so I'm sorry. But I mean, other than some of the cliches and typical things you see in a disaster movie. It was pretty good. The special effects made it really good. It's one of those you have to see at the movies because the big screen makes it like so great. I jumped a few times. I know you're probably not supposed to do that in those types of movies, but I jumped whenever the earthquake would start because I'd just be talking and then it'd be like, and it'd get really loud and I'd be like, oh my god. And the opening part really like shocked me because this girl was just driving her car and stuff, and then she's an idiot and she's like trying to grab her water bottle. She's going off the road a little bit. She's like, and then she starts texting. She goes off the road a little bit, and I was like, why is this bitch texting? Like, what does this have to do with this disaster thing? Like, we're gonna watch her get her face blown in after the car hits another car. Another car's coming, but then they like swerve off, and then like little things start hitting the windshield, and she's like, "What is that?" And then a big rock like flies through the windshield, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Because like part of the mountain, a little earthquake happened. Part of the mountain thing was like falling apart, like smashed in her car and flipped her car, and it was like a whole like 30 seconds of her like being flipped and tossed, and she almost fell like in the San Andreas fault, but she got stopped, and then like the rock came and saved her. And it's like an edge of your seat thriller. It was really good. I was really entertained with it. I think it would have been really cool to see it in 3D. I'd probably rate it about 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. I did enjoy it. So yeah, leave a comment if you saw it and what you thought of it. And like always, keep a smile and stay amazing. I love you all so much, and I will see you next time.